What's going on, y'all? St. Piper here, aka Black Native. I'm feeling real good today, but I want to know how y'all doing. Good? All things working for your good? That's good, family. All things working for mine as well. Thanks for asking. Just in case y'all were wondering, yes, I'm still gifted. Yes, I'm still talented. Yes, I'm still, fortunate. Yes, I still have favor with Yahawah Yah and Mother Universe. Everything is still good over here. This video is simple. I want to talk to all of the men, and the reason why I'm talking to the men and specifying the masculine perspective is because that's the experience that I'm currently going through. Women, if you could get anything out of this, definitely apply this to your life, or maybe tell your partner or tell your brother, confirm these same things with your family or friends. But basically, I just want to talk to the guys today. I'm letting y'all know, look, brother, it's not your responsibility in your job or your job to be unhappy. It's nobody's responsibility to be unhappy. But I'm talking particularly to males right now, to males. I see a lot of dudes, they take pride in dealing with things. They take pride in putting up with stuff. They take a certain level of pride in struggling, being in pain, being able to put up with pain, and they call it strength. There's a difference between strength and self-sabotage. Realize that. There's a difference between being strong and being hateful towards yourself. Absolutely, there's a major difference. There's a difference between loving yourself and absolutely holding yourself back. And love and holding back are actually antonyms. They're not the same. All right, that's not the same thing. I see a lot of dudes want to talk about what a real man is, or they allow somebody to tell them that a real man deals with stuff, just deals with it. Don't fix it. It's not about fixing it. It's not about changing the situation. It's just you can put up with it. That's not true. That's not true. And to me, if you go off of Yahawah Yah, that's why this message can be on this channel, because if you want to be a male, you got to look at the father. Even from the beginning of time, a man creates. So that's called change. That's called power, influence. A man is about power. When something needs to be done, it's done. Yah didn't allow things to tell him how to do his creation, or when to do it, or why to do it, or to put up with it. No. He created things. Adam and Eve, right? However you interpret that story, that was action taken. He didn't put up with sin. He didn't put up with people trying to put their ways onto him, breaking his rules, coming across his boundaries, right? He held his standards and he didn't put up with it. He took action. He exiled them. He put them out of a state of completeness. They were out of this divine energy. Men fix things, they create things, they build things, they also destroy things, and they depart from things. So that's what it is, man. If you find yourself doing things you don't like, you're not powerless. Just don't do it anymore. Stop doing it. You're either going to destroy it or get away from it. If you got to pick up new habits, study, research, practice, and pick up new habits. Don't keep doing the same thing that you don't like. You're not powerless. You have power. Go forward, man. And again, men fix things. Men break things. They do what they got to do for progress and to go forward. I see a lot of people, they like They don't see the divinity in destruction. Was there not divine power in the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah? Was there not divine power in the destruction of Egypt, the plagues? Is that not God? Is that not Yah? Is that not the Father? Is that not the Mother? Men, it's all right to, and you not too far gone. Like y'all, this go from every area of your life. And I'm learning this. I'm mastering this as I'm living. I'm 25, right? I'm still learning, right? But serious stuff, man. This goes for your relationships. This goes for your business, your job. This goes for your daily habits in life, your education, whatever, your parenting level, your parenting. There's certain things you want to stop. Stop it. Stop putting up with stuff. It's not, and it's so crazy because the stereotypes and the way a lot of old school men used to go through stuff, from my perspective, the way I perceive the way that their whole philosophy is like, a man is strong, a man is tough. Yeah, but you tough and you strong, not in a way that's just futile. You just being tough and strong for nothing. Like, you don't want to be that. You do not want to be that. You want to be tough and strong towards your morals, your standards, and making your life better. Being tough, what's being tough? Not stand in a situation that you hate because you're too scared to make a difference. That's not being. That's the opposite of being tough. Being tough is leaving that situation or breaking that situation or picking up a new habit to make your situation better. Taking a step back and going through that scary cycle, not knowing what's going to happen if you make changes. That's tough. That's strong. That's power. So that's the difference, fellas. I'm not here to try to act like I got all the answers. I'm here to just literally offer assistance and wisdom to my brothers, the people on this channel. All right? Men fix things. They break things. They create things. They destroy things. And they leave things. But they do not just put up with stuff. Don't just put up and deal with stuff. Because it's not going to change itself. At least, usually not for the better. If you need help breaking things, bro, there's prayers. You can pray. You need help creating things, that's meditation. Meditate. That's the way you get started. That's the way you get started. That's a lot of habits that I broke. Not by just doing cold turkey, like straight up just breaking it. I had to start praying for about a week or two before I even saw my actions change. Sometimes that's what it takes. That's what it takes. A lot of y'all in situations y'all don't want to be in. A lot of us, period. And it takes intentional, active effort to break those cycles and those habits and to go forward in life, man. So again, think about right now, just an exercise. Think about one to three things. This for the month of April, right? Or for this next month coming up. Or if you see this video at the beginning of your month, whatever month it is, think about 1 to 3 things that you feel like you just dealing with or just putting up with, and you really don't want to do it. Your heart telling you not to do it. Your mind is full of fear, so you keep going through it. Because the heart don't experience fear, the mind does. That's why people tell you to live from your heart, bruh. If you live from your heart, that's the core. That's the core. That's the core. That's more like where the spirit and the soul is. The spirit and the soul ain't up here. Think about everything, right? The source of anything is in the middle of it. The source of the earth, the core, is hot. That's the energy. That's how this thing works, bro. So listen to your heart, bro. Stop dealing with stuff. That's making you weaker. That's taking away your power. That's taking away your power. Don't deal with nothing. Don't deal with anything, man. Think of 3 things that you're dealing with. Get rid of it. Fix it, or add something to make it work for you. Think of 3 things you want to fix, man. Break, get rid of, or walk away from. That could be your goal for that month. The first 2 weeks of that month, you might just be praying. Don't stop praying. Don't stop meditating. The more you pray, the more you meditate, the easier it'll be to act the way you wish to act. And your situation is going to change more effortlessly, more sublimely. It's going to be changing like smooth. It starts with the mind and the mouth. The mind and the mouth. And then that's like when I'm talking about as far as meditation and prayer. Really start with the heart, following the heart. But after you figure out what you want in your heart, then imagine and think of prayers and then speak it. There's a reason why you got the in the armor of God, you only got one offensive weapon. And that's the reason why it's the tongue, the word of God, the sword of God. That's the word. That's what we put out. That's your offensive weapon. That's what make things happen. That's your power. So again, start speaking it, and then that relationship gonna either go away or get better. That job is either gonna promote you, gonna fix some things, or you're gonna lose that job. That's all right, because you might have something that's gonna be something better for you. Or you're gonna stop smoking like crazy. You're gonna stop drinking like crazy. You're gonna be able to that situation with custody of your children or whatever. It's gonna work out. But don't deal with nothing. Don't just put up with nothing. Don't do it. I'm telling you, that's not helping you. That's making you weaker, and you're gonna have to keep putting up with it until you pass away. Or people, and you can't put up with stuff and ascend. That's not possible. It's not possible to just deal with stuff and to ascend from here. That's not how it works. Because then you're not following your heart. And the key to ascension is your heart. Being honest with yourself and living your truth. That's what I'm really leading y'all to. Ascension, right? This page is for the black natives. We are ascending. We are becoming ascending masters. We are mastering this realm and leveling up. Well, if I'm going to lead you there, listen to me. This is something you should at least consider when I say it is not possible to ascend and just deal with stuff and put up with stuff. Look at the way Jesus Christ, if you believe in Jesus Christ, went against the grain. Look at the way Enoch followed Yah and he ascended. Like, you got to look at the way the winners win. And it's not about putting up with stuff. It's sometimes about going against the whole world. Sometimes in your own mind, like, you think like, this is right. And I know this is right, but everybody else on the planet, everybody else in my community, in my family, in my friend group, my peers, they convinced otherwise, and they don't see it. But you got to stand up. You got to stand up. Don't just deal with it. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. Some of y'all is getting bullied. You could be a grown person and be getting bullied. That's still a fact. Like, you could still be a grown adult and get bullied. It could be in different ways. They may not be doing, childish elementary school things, but still, people could bully you. When you go to get you don't want to speak up. People not giving you the right amount of change, or and certain things don't require all of the reaction. But if it's something that keeps happening, then that means you're dealing with it instead of fixing it. That means you just putting up with something that you don't want instead of fixing it. So that's my whole message today. I don't want to beat that dead heart. I just gave dead horse. I gave y'all a few examples. I wanted to give y'all at least 2 levels of looking at what I'm saying, an ascension level for people who are extremely focused on ascension. I want to give you a biblical level, and then just everyday examples of what I mean when I say that. And I believe I accomplished that today. Saint Piper here, aka Black Native. I was feeling real good in this video. it's kind of cool out here in New Orleans. But you see I'm bundled up. But yeah, man, let's be the best men we could be. You know, let's be the best version of ourselves by fixing things, breaking things, and leaving things. Peace.